Hello. Okay. Okay. So I have two readings here from Rose Burnett. Personal readings. One was, I don't know, a month ago. And then the other one I just got this morning. I transcribed the one this morning and the one like a month ago. I listened to that twice. It was there are parts of it that were very difficult for me to hear. So I remember when I was like the very first 30 minutes of it, I just felt so misunderstood. I was like, what? Because, I'm able to ask a few questions and, I'm trying not to write like 5,000 paragraphs, So I try to keep it to the point, and I felt misunderstood. I felt judged, which is, not her fault. But I had to talk myself through things, take a 2-week break, go back and listen to it again and try to focus on the messages. So the first time I tried to transcribe it, I got to about 30 minutes and I crumpled it up and I threw it away. Then 2 weeks later, when I was like, okay, let me try this again. I didn't transcribe the first 30 minutes. I just listened to it and tried to take away the messages from it that applied to me, or that I felt applied to me. And then I transcribed the rest of it. I'm probably not going to go through the whole thing because a lot of my questions were about love. And, I had already asked her about my twin flame. So now I wanted to ask about the ex, just whatever. That's what was on my mind the day that I did the thing a month ago. But anyway, basically the message is that is over. 222. That past is gone. Okay. However, there's a soulmate coming for me. Have a heart-to-heart communication. Love may challenge your boundaries, protect them, see people and situations clearly. Love has the power to rebuild trust. And I have love blocks within the self to intimacy and trust. Be open. Create new memories. There is an everlasting love coming in. A mirrored soulmate coming in. Listen to your dreams. You are very strong. Yes, thank you for acknowledging that. How do you trust others? Where am I attached to a false sense of self? Where have I overestimated my abilities? Release pride. Be more thoughtful. Focus on what I need to heal. See, at this time, my energy was very, I was under a lot of stress at the time she did this reading. And it's by video, so we never have contact really. But I realized the time that she did the video, I was under stress, with work and just stuff. So I think that affected the reading. But I mean, it's a good thing because it points out things for me to be aware of, Are you doing too much for others? What's right for you? Connecting with your soul tribe. Love yourself. Step into your personal power, your masculine energy. Ask your angels for help. Act on the signs. Embrace your shadow side. Be your authentic self. Know you belong. Isis, the rising sun. Divine solar child being reborn. Lots of golden energy in your reading. At sunrise, be aware of your earth and solar plexus. Feed it light of the sun. Feel and receive. I honor the rising sun within. Okay, I guess that's about all that I'll say with that one. She did pull the Lion Gate card for me. Gold, solar angel, related to your own vibrancy, emotional magnification. Let faith lift you up. Appreciate the gifts of life. Be clear about what success means to you. Relax, go with the flow, things like that. So I found it very interesting that, okay, I got the Lion card in that reading. And then I got another lion card in this reading, a different card, but, and then plus that astral travel I did last week, or this, however many days ago that was. And what was really cool here was like at the end of the reading, the last two cards she pulled was like a water initiation and the lion card, which was just like my astral travel. Because when I AI'd, like, what is that? The crystalline? AI said it was like water and sky coming together to form that crystalline whatever. It just, I don't know. I'm really seeing a lot of synchronicities and stuff. Plus, like, eagle. Like, every single time she does a reading for me, I get the eagle card. Okay. And then yesterday, when I was driving my son home on the freeway, someone, like, kind of stopped. So I had to, like, kind of slow down, like, pretty quickly. So it made me look at the license plate, and it said 444. And then the next car, I don't know, I saw a car drive by right after that, and it said Rose RD, Rose Road. So I was like, this is definitely important. I'm writing this down. I don't know what it means, but okay. So the reading this morning. So my questions this time were mainly just all about spirituality. I think I said one thing about like wanting to respond to men on dating apps, but not. And part of that is fear related. That's pretty much the only thing I said about like love and whatever. Most of this I really wanted to focus on spirituality. So I did mention my astral travel to Orion, not the details, but okay. So past life astral traveling, showing where your soul has been. Occasionally we can bring shadow energy or an entity through us. She said a card came out in the pre-shuffle. It's called The Beautiful Heart. Open your wings and fly. A time of growing, exploring, stretching outside of your comfort zone. And then connections. So she added a few more from before. Orion, Sirius, Atlantis, ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, Aztecs, Mexico, Greenland or Iceland, the Celtics, and England came through. You're definitely a starseed. You're not limited by time or space in terms of connections to the higher realms. You have priestess energy. You practiced witchcraft in a past life. I'm not saying all of them, just one of them, which you experienced more of the darker side of life. The message came through to use talents to help the collective good. And an opposite example would be spell casting, which I don't do that. I feel that that's not ethical. Be grounded, egoless, out of the ego state when doing spiritual practices. Grounded to Mother Earth. Grounded in the 3D and 5D. That will put you in the highest vibration. Your root chakra needs to ground to Mother Earth, the practical day-to-day living. So I feel like another way to do that is I should probably start going to the gym again. Okay. Don't overdo your spiritual practices. Step away regularly and allow things to flow rather than force. Be in that quiet, meditative state. Be curious and open to what lies ahead. Your beliefs are your own. There's a feeling you're a bit ungrounded right now. Trust in the messages you see and know, particularly those coming from Orion. And I don't know if she just said that because I mentioned Orion, but it's definitely a validation. What I felt was real, you know. Your past life experiences have made you, it did show shadow energy. It did say there's a past life experience that you may have had that you felt fearful of accessing your spirituality in this lifetime. based on past lives. You need to cut cords of attachment. We don't need to specifically see experiences. We just need to put out to the universe that we want to cut cords and attachments through time and space. Anything that's draining your energy and pulling your power back to the now, and releasing and cutting cords to any entities attached to your energy so only peace may remain. When you're viewing past life recollections, look at it more from a third person view, outside looking in. Do not attach emotions to what you're seeing. That's what I did. I felt all that rage because it's part of your soul history. The only thing you need to cleanse is negative influences from this lifetime. That would hold you back versus allow you to move forward with ease and grace. Yeah. Okay. Mama Rose, an American Indian ancient healer. I feel like she comes into this reading every single time. She recommends salt baths and scrubs. It helps cleanse physical body and aura, and also recommends dragon's blood jasper bracelets, worn to protect your energy because you're a bit porous at this time. When we open up to our spirituality and other realms, we can absorb energies more easily. We can leak energy. We need to protect the energy. Wear one on each wrist. It will protect your physical body in a 3-meter radius and your energy. Definitely going to get some of those. And then ancient American Indian spirit guides, the wolf and eagle, they come in to each of her readings as well. There is a shadow energy to be released of an entity. Allow it to show itself to you in order for it to leave your energy. We can invite in what is attached to our energy so we can see it and free it for good. Revoke permission through all time and space. It's not allowed to enter your energy field, and only peace will remain. Definitely doing that. The God Force. Follow a path that is true. Be wary of illusion. Trust yourself and trust your journey. You will know what is real versus illusionary. Trust your inner guidance to lead the way. Yeah, I'm getting a lot better at that. Then she said a lot of your spirit guides came through. They say temper the spiritual side, because when we're overdoing it, we're not hearing the messages clearly that they're trying to send to you. Be mindful of the interpretation you're giving to things. Does it lift you up or does it drag you down? When you see and hear things and messages, is it positive or does it make you feel flattened down or anxious? True guidance should lift us up. We can always receive warnings to be mindful of. Be the light, grow and evolve, be teachable. And then she opened up the Akashic record, but she said there wasn't much this time around because my guides were all there. They said, you have a lot of enthusiasm. How can we be more temperate in our approach versus wanting to rush to the finish line? It's almost like we're a sponge soaking up all this information. How can we make that journey really calm and grounded? Be in the quiet meditative state. You'll receive more than if you try to rush. Otherwise, you might miss things along the way. Yeah, because I feel it's my inner children that are really spiritual. I mean, as an ISTP, my innocent children are my literally intuition, introverted intuition, extroverted intuition, and then my little toddler baby functions, which are also very child, obviously, are the feeling functions, the introverted feeling and extroverted feeling. So yeah, they get really excited and passionate, and so it's learning to parent them a little more like, all right, little child, calm down, it's okay, we can still have fun and be patient at the same time. 1444. Okay, guided meditations will be really helpful for you and go into the gamma state to connect with spirit. This is your journey to explore. It's not for anyone else to open up a book and tell you everything about your soul. It doesn't work like that. It's for you to trust in the messages coming through to you. And then, so when she does her like spread, she does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 different columns. So she'll have like one deck and she'll do like a card for 5 columns, and then she goes to another deck and then goes on top. And so each card in the column is related. So this time I was a little smarter with transcribing it, so I was able to put them together. Okay, so boron, all about joyfulness. You may be experiencing moments of happiness. Yes, I am. Sulfur, physical radiance. You're feeling good. Lots of vitality now. The visionary, being awoken. Your third eye chakra is totally lit up. That's good. Trusting your insight to guide you. Seeing the big picture. Psychic abilities, being a seer. Spiritual awakening. Makes you joyful and energized. It does. It does. Being mindful of your root chakra. And then we got the horse and the dove, be at peace, and the panda, reclaiming your power. Past lives, number 44. The number 4 has been coming up a lot for me. Okay. And then we got moonstone. Listening to your rhythms, energy levels, and emotions. Is also a stone of protection for travel. Tanzanite. Angelic messages asking you to watch your rhythm be in alignment with your spiritual side. The cosmos. You're definitely going through an ascension process and connecting with your spirit guides and past life recollections. And then I wrote down physical body. I don't know why I wrote that down. Okay. And then red coral, fruitfulness, taking actions to create abundance, to work on goals and dreams, bringing things together. Turquoise, be grounded in the 3D. Basic needs and living, the throat chakra and friendships. The awakener, rising out of the ashes like a golden sun. She says golden sun a lot in her readings with me. Feeling energized. The horse, related to the root chakra. Take action. She recommends that I eat a high antioxidant diet. Thank you. And the pig spirit, use your mind wisely. And then we had Alexandra with Creophase, the diamond star, Gaia, and the parrot. But I'm not going to read that one because it's more private. And then we have the red garnet, getting clear about your passions, what lights you up. Selenite, spiritual guidance will be received about where you place your attention or what lights you up. The lost star, you're going through a big rebirth right now, out of the darkness and into the light. Your spirituality is helping you with that. And then she says, you're good at working with crystals. They'll help you be in a high vibration. And red garnet is connected to ancient Egypt. It's protective and can cleanse the bloodline. She's mentioned ancient Egypt quite a few times in the readings. And I guess I should get crystals then. Give with gratitude and grace. We're all on different paths. Recognize and value the differences in others. I've gotten a lot better at that, and I really want to be really, 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 really good at that. Moth spirit, surrender now. Let go of what doesn't serve you. The scarab beetle. Magic works through you. You can make things happen. Then did some tarot, which was good. She said, I'm in my emperor energy, feeling powerful and unstoppable, strong. Act in accordance with my own values and integrity, which is related to spirituality. There's a need for you to see the truth in things related to the root chakra. And the moon card, trust your intuition, which is related to your talents and abilities. Be in emotional balance, the King of Cups. And then she looked at the Healing Heart Oracle and got the Grieving Heart. Yeah, okay. Open doors to something new. There's a clearance going on. Give yourself time to grieve. Reflect on what you have truly lost. See, that's important because it's like going beneath the surface. Like on the surface, oh, I lost this person or whatever. But if you go deeper, it's like, okay, but how is this person treating you? How did you feel? Like, what were you actually losing when you were with this person? So what are you actually gaining? Like, what are you actually losing, right? You're losing feeling trapped. So that's kind of how I view that. What have you gained from these experiences? What is possible for you to explore in life without this person? It can help you heal, revitalize, and expand. And then I pulled the Angel of Abundance card. There are gifts coming your way big time. Be open to an energy exchange. Gratitude for what you have. Believe abundance will come. An energy exchange. Change your perspective. Know that you are meant for it. And something I can, what's it called? A mantra or affirmation. I am open to receiving guidance from my angels of abundance. I allow the flow of abundance to wash away any fears I have about lack in my life. I am open to receiving. Okay, this I felt was pretty important. The Blue Angel Oracle. I got Ascension into Light and the Peace Dove. So don't worry about it. Good and bad is an illusion. All exists through oneness. There is no fault or mistakes, only experiences your soul has chosen. Observe life without judgment, and you will see that good and bad are only perceptions. Our judgments are fears. What we really fear is our shadow self, which is also a part of our true nature. Everything has a reason, a purpose, and an opposite. In light, there is dark, and in dark, there is light. One cannot exist without the other, and one is not better than the other. To be whole, you must love and embrace both sides of your nature. I love that. And then from the White Light Oracle, I got number 42, Garuda Suparna, which is the eagle. She says, the highest animal spirit guide we have. She says, why am I not surprised? It's the king of the birds, Bashara, the conqueror of poisons, fights on the side of light. I didn't write all that down because I have that one, so I can go back and read it. But listening to it, I was just like, wow, like this whole reading is so much resonating. And then imagine you are a white eagle up high. Gaze down at your life from a higher perspective. See, sense, feel, and acknowledge your own wisdom. Does anything need to be dealt with right now? And then 4 areas of focus. Enjoy the gifts of life, the beauty of life. Listen to the subtle guidance of your highest self first, seeking answers outside the self. Open your heart up to friendship, connecting with others. Focus on your blessings and increase what it is you deserve. Expect good things to happen. I need to do that more because there'll be like readings that I see pop up from other tarot readers, and it's like positive things about like, oh, your love's coming, and I'm like, yeah, right, I don't believe it. So maybe I should, let myself believe it. Sisters of the Seasons, honor the cycle of growth we're in. So examples is like if you're in a growing season, a resting season, a season of fruition, or a hibernation season where you're waiting for divine timing. The Dragon's Jewel, inner conflict and morality between self and others. Making conscious connections. Are they aligned with my higher self? And the Rainbow Prince, you will be compensated for your perseverance related to your blessings. The World Watcher, the power of the divine, putting your wishes out to the universe, what you want to manifest, letting go of attachment to outcomes. Avoid the energy of watching a pot boil on the stove. Yeah, and the other day when I astral traveled and I met my lion father, I put that intention out to the universe before I went to bed. Like, a few nights in a row, I made that request, or I said that I'm open to any contact with, okay, reclaim your power. Actions, decisions, choices. Refocus your thoughts and intention on what's important. Release the false self. Where are you putting on a false self to others and not being your natural self to fit in? I noticed this the other day during a video. It was one of the videos in the last week where I noticed I still try to dim myself, dim my shine, because I'm afraid if I shine too bright, people will hate me, envy me, whatever people do, right? And the truth is that we are all responsible for our own feelings. Like, literally anyone can be envious or hateful of anyone for any reason. Like, oh, she has blonde hair, I hate her. Any reason, like the stupidest reasons. We all have our own ability to have our own power and beauty and light. So I want to let go of that and not worry about perceptions of others, the feelings of others, not when it conflicts with honoring myself. 2727. I want to stop saying sorry so much, and I want to not dim myself down. I want to not apologize for being who I am. I want to be myself openly and proudly and humbly, but you can still be proud of yourself and humble at the same time, Okay. There's an experience that you need to use to fuel your growth, to elevate and rise above it. Release attachments to a person or outcome. What did you learn from a situation that ended? There's something better for you than what you've experienced so far. Don't look backwards. Yeah, I need to shut that door to the backwards. No more. I shut the door to the back. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm doing. I shut the door. Clear out blockages. Everything is connected. Your throat chakra. Speak up and express yourself more boldly. Journal. Where should I have spoken up? When have I felt I have been silenced in my life? When you listen to your higher self, you have perfect masculine and feminine energy. You will attract your soul tribe, people who will truly get you. There may be ways you want to help the community. You are at a crossroads, a place of indecision. There's two pathways to take. One path is a caring love connection related to the root chakra stability. Your decision is about growth and expansion. You have a contract coming in related to love and money. It could be legal, contract, job opportunity, assets, something legal. The thinking man, this could be a soul contract. It will come in when you're balanced and in alignment. This person is balanced and spiritual. Thank you. Oh my God. There is anxiety and worry going on here. The sun is going to come out. Big, beautiful, positive changes. Thank you. Your door to spirit is going to open wide. A free flow of energy between you and spirit. Thank you. Your anxiety is about love. It triggers you. Spirit wants you to trust your heart to guide you. Listen to your heart space. That door to romance is going to open. You'll know when you're ready to open up that door. You've got to release attachments that are holding you back and holding you stuck. There's a man holding a heart here, a love interest behind that door to romance. I'm coming. Confirmation of your high priestess energy. Lakshmi, there is a bright future here. They're asking you not to worry so much and ask for help when you need it, when it comes to your life path. Mary Magdalena, unconditional love, loving self and others no matter what. Appreciate the differences in others who are different, on different paths, even those who have left or are leaving your life. Yeah. I know I feel upset over people who've just left. But everyone has their own path. So I'd like to just be accepting of that and love them anyway. Isa, undying love. The love you shared wasn't wasted. Sometimes we can outgrow people. We've traveled as far as we could travel together. You have a golden opportunity coming that's going to make you really happy. Yes. I receive it. Release the false self. It's a time of expansion and growth. Focus on root chakra and love. And I feel like that's all about just accepting my authentic self, the human and the divine. Just embracing. It's like embracing my north node. Embracing who I'm meant to be. With no apologies. There's a lot of past life stuff coming up again, connection to ancient Egypt. We need to be mindful of how much we share. Even though you're delving into your spiritual side, there will be people that won't understand that and aren't going through that process, so we can feel disconnected from them and they from you. So it's really sharing it with others that may be going through the same journey and connecting with them. It's hard to find. It's important to do your spiritual practices, whatever lights you up. Okay, so I've been pronouncing this as Maeve, but what did she say? Maeve? I don't know. Honor your energy levels and emotions. Listen to your physical body. Trust your wisdom and see the truth about people and situations. Don't sugarcoat things or see the best in people. See people as they are, showing themselves to you. And then I think she said Diana, focused intent. Getting clear about what you want and taking steps towards it. And deep freeze. Are there any ideas you need to put on ice? When is the right timing to do things? You're absolutely going through this beautiful metamorphosis and can never go backward. Yes. Even your relationships are changing. Doors are opening for you. And the magic string mountain, or magic string. Being in flow with spiritual side, abundance, friendships, and love. In the mountain. How can I figure out a way to flow around an obstacle like water versus climbing it? What's the easiest solution versus overthinking it? Forgiveness. Reclaim your power. So an affirmation. I forgive any transgressions against me or how I've transgressed others. I release attachments through all time and space to cleanse my energy field and aura. then open up your portal. There's a gateway open up for you. And if anyone is sending me negative energy, she said, send it back to them. That blocks them coming into my energy field. It bounces straight back to them. Now, what she said she does is she has it send back 3 or 10-fold. I don't know. I don't feel right doing that. I wanted to send it to Gaia, but then I was like, well, Gaia doesn't deserve it either. So I'll just send it back. That seems fair. And then she said, if you send positive energy to someone, like just on your own, say if the person doesn't want to receive it, send it to Mother Earth. And pull our power back through all time and space. Focus on what's important versus looking backwards. You have a lot of wisdom within you that can help others on their path because of your life experiences. I've had a lot of life experiences. You are divinely protected by spirit watching over you. Yeah, I can feel that. There are situations where you need to challenge your perception about things related to your root chakra. You also have a carrying connection that may be related to things that, you need to put on ice and wait for better timing. Yeah, I believe I know who that is. It's also about you reclaiming your power. 3636. You need to let go of the old people and situations that don't serve your path anymore. Know and face your fears, which is your new beginning. And honor Gaia. You're definitely connected very strongly to Gaia. Okay. So these were the last 2 cards. And this, as I was writing this, I just kept crying and crying and crying. Like, I don't even know why I'm crying. And it's just coming out. I also cried listening to the reading a couple times. But, okay. So the 2 cards she pulled was number 3, Initiation by Water, and number 22, Ingonyama, which is a lion. So being that I just had that astral travel, I was just like, wow. So I wrote down a lot about what she said about the lion, and it just, the whole thing just felt like, oh my God. I guess I'll read it. It's, okay. So the honoring of the ancient king, number 22, taking a leap of faith. It's interesting that you pulled number 23 as well. One precedes the other. So the lion card was 22 and Initiation by Water was 23. Ancient King of Zulu, destined to know and experience what it is to be truly empowered. Your voice, courage, wisdom, and dignity can create considerable spiritual light, uplifting and inspiring others, guiding them from a place of spiritual truth towards fulfillment of their own divine potential. Allow your spirit to roar. You will conquer all obstacles and succeed in your heart's desires. Awakening and healing and strengthening in divine masculine energy within and the soul to take the initiative to lead with wisdom. Relevant to physical and psychological levels, to love and make peace with the masculine allows it to become dynamic and expressive of integrity, purpose, justice, and protection. Acknowledge your own power. Do not play small. Conserve your energy. Get plenty of rest. When the time is right, let your soul roar, and your true voice will be heard without hesitation or fear. You are a protector and leader of others. Allow your spiritual connection to awaken your courage and boldness. Refuse to be put down and trust in the divinity within. It also refers to a natural position of power, wisdom of justice and mercy. Divine masculine, actively expressed to right the wrongs of the world, defends the sacred feminine by putting in the energy and action required to bring her values to life. A video came up yesterday saying, you finally come into union with yourself And as I was listening to this around this time of what I'm reading now, I had the feeling that, yes, in my astral travel, that lion definitely felt like a father energy. But also at the same time, I feel like it could also represent like my divine masculine, like hugging my divine feminine, the little white kitten. Anyway, so it was just very emotional for me. Okay. So then I didn't write some, and then I said, this oracle brings you lion medicine, discernment and decisive action, inner accountability. Lions can rest for 20 hours per day. When they need to act, they do. They also take their share of the food without apology. And that's what I need to do. I need to take my share of the food without apology. Love, guide, protect, and faith in their path. Divine love and wisdom, kindness towards all, including compassion and respect for self. And then there's a healing ritual through the spiritual authority residing in my heart as the Christ Lion of Judea. I cast out darkness and negative influence out of myself, my loved ones, and my community. I cast it out of world events and future situations wherever this sanctified spiritual authority extends. May all leaders submit to wisdom for the greatest good of all through the power of the Spirit of love. It is done. Rest as long as you need to complete the healing process. She said you got reclaiming your power 3 times in this reading. And then initiation by water. I didn't write quite as much down. Your spiritual path in this lifetime involves you becoming a clear channel for spirit. You are meant to communicate with higher guidance from the loving spiritual worlds. You will further open your receiving channels, dislodge lower vibrational material, and sensitize you to the subtle realms of light. I'm already feeling the increased sensitivity. That's why I cry all the time. You're being open to a world of which you may have only dreamt. Such is its beauty, grace, and love. Situations have been arising in your world that evoke emotion, null reactions, and challenge your opinions and beliefs. You are not to fear the chaos. She was talking about a stormy sea and moving to calmer water, which I had a dream like a week or 2 ago. I was on like a big yacht with my father, and then there was this big like tidal wave coming, but we were okay. And then there was also like talking about mud in the water in a cup when you stir it up, and then filter out the sediment, find greater clarity. So the filtering out, that just kind of like what AI said about me being a filter. Okay. Reflect upon your true feelings, release resistance, and let go of pain. It's a healing process, and then you can receive more of, what I meant. And I guess we'll just stop there. There's another affirmation there, but yeah, so that was pretty awesome. Yeah, I bought some new decks yesterday, so I should receive them in a few days. That'll be exciting. And maybe I can get some of the ones that she mentioned at hers. Yeah, I do. I feel passionate about, helping people. And when I was younger and less mature, like sometimes you felt like feel a certain way about people not wanting your help, or not wanting to accept your help, or not wanting to grow, or not whatever the fuck they don't want or do want. And as I mature, I'm able to be accepting of that. Like, everyone has their own path. If people don't want to grow, that's their choice. They don't have to grow. If people don't want to awaken, that's their choice. They don't have to awaken. We all get to decide what we do here on this earth, like, no matter what it is. And even the people doing crimes, horrible, horrible crimes, which horrible is a judgment, isn't it? But from the eagle view, there's no good or bad. It's all just experience, and we are all here for the experience. Now, if you say that to someone who doesn't have the eagle view, or they're just thinking about 3D life, well, that's going to sound possibly pretty heartless, which it's not heartless, but yeah. That's why I need to find my people, the people who are going through this ascension process as well, because they'll understand like what I mean, you know? Anyway. Yeah. So this is lovely, because I feel that it gives me some more direction of where I can try astral traveling next, to learn more about myself and maybe more about my gifts. And it's important to just trust the process, be patient with the process, be patient with myself, not rush anything. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for listening. Have a good day.